Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Italy and today I will be sharing with you my 10-step hair care routine and all my secrets on how I maintain my main thing. Before people jump into the comments and start saying that I have the hair that I have because of genetics, I want to clarify what is genetic and what is not. There are some things that I've had to work really hard to achieve. So genetically, I was gifted with thick hair and a lot of it. So the amount of hair and the thickness is genetics. But my lifelong struggles with my hair, I've had to deal with dryness, frizz, and breakage. The breakage normally happens when I'm in that dry, frizzy state. Now that my hair is in a much better place, I don't get much breakage, just a little bit. But I used to get breakage all around. Since my hair is so thick, it will split into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways before it ever snaps off. You hear a lot of people with really thin hair talking about how their hair doesn't really grow. Well, it does grow, but if you're not taking care of it, it's gonna snap off. And since they have thin hair, it doesn't have much to split into. But my hair is so thick that if I don't take care of my hair, it's still gonna grow, it's gonna break, but it's not enough for it to snap off because my hair is so thick. So it's gonna like spread into like 5 split ends before it snaps off. And I can have split ends starting down here, up here, and for the longest time I just had like them everywhere. That's why all of high school and college I was able to have long hair, but it never looked good because it was just broken throughout. But I won't get too much into it. If you want to see a hair journey video, kind of just like going over everything that I've been through, all the times I've dyed my hair, the damages I've experienced, just a lot of trial and error with a lot of products and a lot of home remedies that just ended up like not working, let me know. But let's get started with the 10-step hair care routine. Okay, so step 1 starts a few hours before I get into the shower or the night before, it just depends, and it is a pre-wash treatment. I like to use a runny, lightweight elixir serum for my ends. I put on my entire hair, but focus mostly on my ends. They're just full of vitamins and nourishment for your hair to fight dryness and frizz while making your hair shine. I concentrate on applying it to the ends, and whatever is left over I run it through the tops of my head. If I am washing my hair that day, I will throw it up in a claw clip and just let that sit in there for a few hours. But if I'm going to sleep, I just put it in a braid. And now I will skip this step if I have a lot of products already in my hair. So it's like if I did like a hairstyle that consisted of me putting like a bunch of hairspray or pomade or whatever on, I'm not going to put oil on top of that. I just feel like it's gross, so I just skip that step if that's the case. But the products that I alternate between are the Goop Glow Restore and the Roman Rituals Hair Elixir. They are my favorites. Very runny consistency, so be careful. Don't let it slip through your fingers. You gotta get it on your hair ASAP. By the way, I will have all the products linked in the description. This happens 10 minutes before the shower, and that is a scalp treatment. I like to work it in with a little scalp massager. I am new to scalp massagers, and I'm so glad that I got into it. I probably would have never gotten into it if it wouldn't have been for brands sending it to me, but now I can't go back. My fingers are so like dainty and weak that I will get tired of massaging my own scalp, and the scalp massager just makes it feel so good and so easy to just get in there and massage it nice. But I like to alternate between using a scalp treatment serum and a scalp scrub. Really the only scalp scrub that I use before the shower is the Cocoa and Eve one. I do have other scalp scrubs, but those are kind of just in place of shampoo, but I could talk more about that later in a separate video. If the scalp scrub is meant to be in the shower, it kind of just goes in place of a first shampoo rinse. But this Cocoa and Eve one is for a pre-wash scalp treatment. And then the scalp serums that I enjoy are the Inky List salicylic acid exfoliating scalp treatment. And I also really love the Vegamore Grow Scalp Detoxifying Serum. But don't get these just because I have them. Like, figure out what your scalp needs and concerns are, and then get scalp treatments that are going to work for your concerns. So if you have an oily, clogged up scalp, you're gonna need something that will detoxify, and then a dry scalp is gonna need something that's going to be more nourishing and gentle. So just figure out what your needs are. At the beginning of these scalp treatments, I would use them every single wash day because my scalp was just so bad. Now that my scalp has improved tremendously, I only reach for it like once a month, really, maybe once every other week if anything. So my scalp used to be so itchy, and for some reason I thought that this was normal. I thought that this was just something that I was gonna have to live with, but it is not. Like, you hear people talking about not washing their hair for days and you're just like, how can I do that when my scalp is itchy? And people are just telling you to push through. You do not have to push through it. Like, there is a way for you to get your scalp to be refreshed and for you to not want to like rip your head off by like day 3 of not washing your hair, or even day 2. If your scalp is getting itchy and irritated after just that first day of washing your hair, you got some serious issues and you need to do scalp treatments or possibly see a dermatologist. I don't know. But yeah, it's not normal. First time I used the Inky List scalp treatment, it felt really good, kind of like a sense of relief, but it did like sting a little, and that's just how you know my scalp was in such a bad condition. Now it just feels good. It just feels like a nice cooling sensation. It's just really like refreshing and I enjoy doing it. Okay, so step 3, time for cleansing. Finally, now I hop in the shower and it's time to wash the thick mane. If I have a treatment in my hair, I try to rinse it out. I get my hair nice and wet, and then I go in with my shampoo of choice. The shampoo that I reach for is going to depend on what my current hair goal is. It alternates all the time, so I don't have time to talk about all the shampoos that I use and that I love, but let me know if you want me to make a separate video on that. I love them all for very different reasons. So yeah, just let me know if you want a video on that. But 80% of the time I will double cleanse. So wash, rinse, and repeat. I concentrate the shampoo mostly on my roots, and then I just let the rest just flow through the rest of my hair. But occasionally I will concentrate on my ends as well. I hate that advice when people give like only shampoo your roots and never shampoo your ends. Like, maybe for some people it's gonna work, but like, look how long my hair is. My hair goes all the way down to here. Like, this on its own could be someone else's other head of hair, and to think that just because you have short hair and you can get a good wash in with that method, it's not going to be for everyone. So I do like to concentrate on my ends, especially if I have a lot of product buildup or it's just been a while since I've done it. It is true that it might dry out your hair, but you don't have to do it every time. It's just every once in a while. Because I used to follow that advice for a really long time, and all of a sudden my conditioning treatments weren't latching on properly, and it's because I had so much buildup in there. Like, get that buildup up, have your hair clean, give it a nice blank canvas, and then when you put on your conditioning treatments, especially if you're using like an expensive conditioning mask, like, why would you invest into such an expensive conditioning mask if you're gonna put it on dirty ends? Like, have it be clean, have it be a clean slate. It's gonna latch on so much better and your hair's just gonna feel so much better. So I do wash my ends, not every time, but at least like once a month or every other week. I don't know, it always depends. Okay, how much product am I using? How much pollution am I being exposed to? It really just depends. Normally I can tell just by feeling it. Like, does it feel gritty? That's how I know it's time to wash my ends. Right now they feel good, so this next time that I wash my hair I probably won't do it, but maybe the time after that, I don't know. Okay, so after shampooing my hair twice, it is time to go in with the conditioning treatment. Here we have 2 options: go in with a regular conditioner or a deep treatment conditioner, mask situation, whatever you want to call it. A regular conditioner just gets applied to my hair in the wet shower, while a hair mask or treatment gets applied to slightly towel dried hair. So I will either get out of the shower, maybe stay in the shower, but like, I will towel dry my hair just to take out any excess water and then apply the mask. It's just gonna absorb so much better. And those normally stay on for 5 to like 15 minutes depending. I mean, sometimes it's longer. I feel like the longer they sit on there, the better my hair gets, so I just leave it on. Okay, and just like the shampoos, I do not have enough time to talk about all the conditioners and mask treatments that I use. So if you want me to make a separate video on what my favorite deep conditioners and conditioners are, let me know. And then I do always detangle my hair in the shower. I do not care what people say. Like, so many people say that it is not healthy for you to brush your hair in the shower, but I completely disagree. And if you want me to go into more detail on this topic later, I will, but I think it's a bunch of BS. I love detangling my hair in the shower, so I do use a plastic comb. Don't use one of those brushes that are like wooden or have like the air inside, like that squishy, you know what I'm talking about? I'll insert a picture here of what I'm talking about, because those build up so much mold over time and it's so gross and it's really hard to clean. But plastic brushes and combs are just so easy to clean and to make sure that they're always just sanitized and nice. I personally love the Tangle Teezer brush. Okay, I love it. I have so many of them already. It sounds so stupid to say that a hairbrush is life-changing, but the Tangle Teezer brushes are seriously worth the hype. All right, step 5. After I take out excess water with my microfiber hair towel, I use a microfiber hair towel, okay, very important. I take out all the excess water and then I will spray on my leave-in treatments. A leave-in treatment / leave-in conditioner. A leave-in conditioner will provide extra moisture to your hair. It helps the hair detangle so much easier and faster. It also provides added protection from damage. If you have dry, damaged, or frizzy hair, you need to be using a leave-in conditioner. I cannot stress this enough. This was actually the first product that I added to my hair care routine once I was ready to really step it up and invest into a good hair care routine. This was the first product. It was the It's a 10 leave-in treatment and I loved it. I used it for years. It's so good and it just made the biggest difference. Like, I was still using drugstore shampoo and conditioner and not treating my hair that well when it came to heat styling and other things, but I added that leave-in conditioner and my hair was so much better automatically. So if you are looking for a good leave-in treatment, I highly recommend the It's a 10 leave-in treatment. You could also do the Keratin Plus version of it. I've had that too. Amazing. And I also really love the Way leave-in treatment. And then finally, I really love the Redken leave-in treatments. Redken has different versions of leave-in treatments. I like the acidic bonding concentrate one and I like the all soft one a lot too. Step 6. Step 6 might be a little controversial. I feel like a lot of people won't really like this too much because it involves like a little bit of silicone, but I take a dropper of my Gizu hair oil, just like half the dropper full, and then I just apply that to my damp hair after I put in my leave-in treatments. The first time I tried it was because I heard that Negan did that, and at first I thought it was so weird, like adding oil to your wet hair or damp hair, like that just made no sense to me. But don't knock it till you try it. I love the results that I got with it. I feel like it really did minimize the frizz and it just helps to like seal the hair strands and it makes my hair smoother. It's so good. I don't know, if you haven't tried it, try it. So yeah, I like doing this with the Gizu hair oil. I also like doing this with the Bleach London hair elixir, but most of the times I do reach for the Gizu one. I don't know, maybe because the packaging is cuter. I don't know, I'm such a sucker for aesthetics and packaging and just pretty things. All right, step 7, let's talk about how I dry my hair. Most times I do just chill with my wet hair for like an hour. I just want that excess water to just dry before I go in with my blow dryer. I like to blow dry my hair until it's at least 90% dry. If it's nighttime, I might use it as an opportunity to do a heatless hairstyle, so like throwing it up in braids or the heatless curlers, but I will make sure my hair is like at least 90% dry before doing that. I don't sleep with damp hair or wet hair anymore. I realized that that was the cause of a lot of the scalp issues that I was having, and I also didn't know that it caused breakage. But if you want me to make a separate video on just this, I will. It's a very fascinating topic for me because I used to avoid the hair dryer because I used to think, oh, heat damage is not good for you, I'm better off hair drying. But my hair is 10 times better conditioned now that I blow dry and don't fully air dry. And I do blow dry on the heat setting. I like how smooth it makes my hair feel. Sometimes I'll do a cool shock once I'm done, but sometimes I'm lazy, you know, so I don't really do it. Do I skip the blow dryer sometimes? Yes, I do, but again, it's not because I think it's good for me to air dry, but it's because I just get lazy sometimes and then I just want to chill and not get it. But I'm getting better at it, so I rarely air dry my hair now. Okay, once my hair is 100% dry, I am ready to heat style. And this brings me to step 8, which is adding a heat protectant. Heat protectant is a product that's going to reduce damage to your hair, and it's used right before you heat style, not after. I've seen some crazy videos of people saying apply your heat protectant after you heat style. I don't like to be mean to people, call them names, but you're dumb. You're literally dumb if you think that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. Heat protectant is used before you heat style your hair. If I'm gonna do a hairstyle where I want to just glide through my hair, I do like to use an oil-based heat protectant. Recently, I've been reaching for the whey oil for this scenario, but for years I used the Chi heat protectant, and it's one of my all-time favorites. Like, if I didn't get scent products nonstop all the time, I probably would still be buying the Chi one. But if I want more volume, then I do more volume, and also for it to stay better, I do use a spray on. All right, step 9. So now it's time to actually style my hair. I like to style my hair because I don't like my natural wave pattern. It's really unpredictable. I have pretty big / medium waves, and most of the time they look dumb. Like, sometimes I'll get away with having nice wave patterns, but most of the time I don't really love it. And when they're really nice, it's normally when I'm at the beach. There's something about that beach salty air that makes my wave pattern just really naturally beautiful, but that's not the case most times. So I do like to heat style my hair. A lot of times, if I did have that lazy day where I just air dried and I have the waves and I don't like my waves, an easy fix to that is to take my flat iron and just create waves. I don't know what to call this other than the Hailey Bieber method. I feel like she's the one who made it really popular, but you know, hairstylists have been doing this for years, but we give Hailey Bieber the credit for everything. So I don't know, I just call it the Hailey Bieber hair waving method. But if I know for a fact that I'm gonna be rocking the wavy look, I normally just throw it up in braids. I throw it up in braids, leave it in for an hour or overnight, and then my hair just ends up picking up that wavy texture anyways. So I do like to do that. Another great heatless styling method is going to be the overnight curlers. Those are amazing. Only thing I don't like about those is that they're not guaranteed to get rid of your frizz. So that's why I do like to use an actual curler with heat. So lately, to curl my hair, I have been using the GHD 1 1/4 soft curler. I love that one. And then if I want like to create smaller wavy curls, I use the 1-inch styler. And then if I want to have super straight hair, I've been obsessed with the GHD 2-inch max styler. The wide plate on that is just perfect for my thick and long hair. Like, if you have thick hair, long hair, and you're in a rush, get yourself a flat iron that's like thick. It's gonna just completely change the game for you. And I also just love doing blowouts too. Those are fun. If I'm curling my hair or doing a blowout, I do like to pin my hair up. I don't always do this, but this is something that I enjoy doing. I feel like it helps it last for a lot longer and for it to just set nicely. I also like heat styling on second day hair. So if I'm doing steps 1 through 7 on one day, I normally wait until the next day to do steps 8 to 10. I don't know, I like to take that one day off where I just wash my hair, have it clean, dry it, but then I like to style it and have it look good the next day. Let me know if you do that too, or if you like to heat style your hair on the first day. I find that it stays better when I do it on the second day. It's smoother, there's less frizz. I do it in like half the amount of time. Finally, the last step in my 10-step hair care routine is to top it off with oil. No matter if my hair is naturally wavy or if I put the curls in, whether it be heatless or with heat, straight, whatever, I always top my hair off with oil. It just makes my hair shinier, healthier, look healthier, and just feel so much softer too. If your hair is currently not healthy, fake it till you make it. Slap some oil on top of that damaged hair, and first of all, it will help you repair your damage, but also it'll give the illusion that it's not even damaged to begin with a lot of times. So why not do it? My favorite oil for this last step has been the Way hair oil. I love that hair oil, but I also enjoy using the Kerastase oil, the Bleach London hair elixir, the Gizu oil. Yeah, those are my favorite ones. It's like adding that last layer of glaze to a donut. Alright, so there you have it. That was my 10-step hair care routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it didn't seem too complicated, and I hope I broke it down for you nicely. A lot of these steps are very skippable, and I do skip them a lot of the times, just depends on what my current goal is. But if I know that I want to have like a perfect hair day, or like if I have an event coming up or whatever it is, I do make sure I do all these steps. So comment down what you want to see next, and make sure you are subscribed so we keep talking about our mains. This is really fun for me, and I really hope that it's fun for you too. Bye!